Okay. Like I was saying, it is a very physical MOS, but it's not impossible. You'll get strong doing this, but I think this is a great MOS for now. Um, Later down the line, things might change, but for the next uh, 2.5 years, this is what I'll be doing. So, embrace it, do the best you can, work as hard as you can, and really just any MOS that you have, just work hard at it. Especially when you're first coming in, work hard. Try to move up quick, especially if you came in as a fuzzy, which is no rank at all. Just bust your butt, and by the time you get out of basic and AIT, you can get promoted. Um, you can get promoted, I think two times. Yeah, you can get promoted. Like you can become a private first class out of AIT if you just bust your butt, and that's like awesome. That's really good. So just when you come in and you coming in with no rank, bust your butt and like trust me. I know it seems like a lot, but come in. Like if you're coming in with no rank, bust your butt when you get in, and by the time you graduate basic and AIT, like you could be a PFC and like that's like 2,000. I think it might be like 2,000 a month, almost 2,000 a month, like almost. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but like I said, I think in a previous video, it's 2,000 a month, but you don't have any bills. So it's like it's really awesome. So don't hesitate. Like really come in and work hard, and you can be a PFC by the time, and then you'll just be on you'll be cruising after that. But as far as like coming in with my family now, for my family and I at our first duty station, we're in California. It took some acclimating because we came from Georgia. So we came from humid weather to very dry weather. So yeah, that was a big change for us. I grew up in the military, my mother was military. So I was kind of used to the structure and how the living on post is, but my wife was not, and my children are so young that they don't know. So it was kind of hard for her to adjust, but I think she's flourishing right now, because it's such a community, and there's so many other soldiers with families and children and spouses that it really is a community. The people you work with might not live too far. Everybody's here. Everybody's in this bubble. So she was able to start a home-based business, and her home-based business is flourishing because soldiers, for the most part, support soldiers. We're all eating from the same table. So it's actually been really good for my family and I. They have so many family events, like carnivals and festivals, because it's just us, so we have to make sure that we're happy. We have to keep the morale high, because this can be a stressful job, to a certain point. We're soldiers. At the end of the day, if something breaks out, we're the ones that have to go and protect it. So in the downtime, the non-war time, the morale has to stay high, because like I said, at any point we can be called upon to do what we have to do as soldiers. So it's really been good for us on that note. Right now I'm in a unit that necessarily does not deploy. I'm in a training unit, but I do go to the field every month for roughly 2 weeks. So that's the balance of that. I do go to the field every single month, and I'll be doing that for 3.5 years. So I'll be going out to the field every single month for 3.5 years, 2 weeks out of the month. But on the other side of that, when I'm not in the field, every month I get a 3-day weekend, and the week after I get a 4-day weekend. So it's kind of nice, because every week after rotation, I know that I'm going to get that Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. And then I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So it's not bad, and that's every month. So it's I know my schedule for the next 2.5 years, so I can plan around that. So what the Army takes from you, at the same time, like, they give it back. So it's really been good for my family and I, because I get to, when I know those 4 days are coming up, those 3 days, we can go to another city. We can go just really enjoy ourselves and not have to worry about anything. Like, when you're off, you're off. Like, unless it's bad, they're not going to bother you on your off day. Unless it's like something really, really serious, the Army's not going to bother you on your off day. Whereas in the civilian world, on your off day, they'll say, hey, such and such didn't come in. You know that, you know what I'm talking about. You don't really have to deal with that. And so for me and my family, my children, it has been exceptionally great. Like, when I first got here, my son and my wife, and both my sons and my wife, like, we all got sick. And, you know, I told my sergeant, like, hey, we need to go to the hospital. My sergeant said, go. Like, please go. Like, take care of your family. Do what you got to do. And I was just like, I was kind of taken back, because in the civilian world, if I would have said, hey, I'm not feeling too good, you know, they would have been like, oh, well, if you can't make it into work today, you may need to find another job, or that's bullshit, I need proof, or, you know. But my sergeant said, go, take care of yourself. Because in the civilian world, you got to worry about, damn, I'm going to miss work, I'm going to miss getting paid today, or it's going to be some BS when I get back. Then you got to go to the hospital and worry about co-pays and how much it's going to cost to take care of the medicine. It's like, that's stressful. It's like stressful AF, you know. Excuse my lingo, but I'm trying not to curse. But, you know, that's one thing on top of another. Whereas in the Army, my sergeant was like, Gibson, go, take care of your family. Like, do what you got to do. It's okay. We'll be all right. And I literally went 3 minutes down almost the street that I live on to get to the hospital, because it's right there on the post. And like, they took care of us for free. Like, we weren't worried about like co-pays or paperwork. Like, we just walked in there, said we were sick, and we left with the same medicine at the same time. We didn't have to go to the pharmacy or anything. Like, we really were taken care of. Like, it was so easy. And I'm like, you can't put a price on that. And I'm really appreciative of that. And then, you know, my wife loves it. You know, it's like, besides being out in the middle of the desert, everything that we need is here on post. You know, have activities, and like, it really just gets better from here. And like, you know, we've already talked about where we want to go next, because with the Army, it's like, oh yeah, you can travel. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, like, we're planning on going to Europe after this. So we want to go to Germany next. So, you know, there's no reason that it can't happen. So it's like, we're going to Europe, and I can't wait to make a video about that. Like, it's exciting, you know. And my sons are going to be cultured, and, you know, because it's such a diverse community here. Like, you've got people from everywhere in the world. So it's just like, you really can't put a price on that. And like, my children are just going to be so exposed to different cultures and different people and ethnicities and attitudes, and I'm grateful for that, you know. And so it's really been great. And this is just the first duty station, you know. There's another video that I can make to bounce off this topic, and I think that I will. I just have to figure out how to narrow it down so it's not a bunch of babble. But as far as that, I hope I answered your question, because I don't want to drag on too much. But I hope I answered your question. The military life for me and my family has been great. My MOS is awesome. And I really have no complaints at the time. But I'm probably going to make like 2 more videos and call it a night, because I know you guys are going to get tired of seeing this background. But like I said before, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you guys for all your comments. I really appreciate your consistency with watching my videos, and I really can't thank you all enough. I hope that the videos are getting better, and I'm just able to answer your questions the way you like, or, you know, to the best of my abilities. But thank you all for everything. Thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the likes. And I really do appreciate all of you guys.